Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for class today. Today's class will be about a 40-minute intermediate level flow up to headstand. So we're going to begin on the back, knees bent, feet flat, knees knocking in towards one another, a hand on the belly, a hand on the heart if that's comfortable, otherwise hands down by the sides works just as well. For props, I have just two blocks with me today. And while you're here, just start to pay attention to the rhythm of your natural breath, settling into the body and breath awareness. Feel the soles of the feet on the ground. And start to feel a connection with the earth and the mat beneath you. Just a quick shout out to Angel requested a headstand flow today. So Angel, I hope you enjoy this flow. And then also offering this practice up to a recently passed only internet teacher of mine, Leslie Fightmaster, offering this practice up to her as well. So if you haven't already, start to begin to deepen your breathing. Introduce either Ujjayi Pranayama, that's victorious breath constricting the vocal cords in the back of the throat, breathing in and out through the nose, or just keeping a silent deep breath works just as fine, focusing on inhales and exhales that are even in length and depth. And then if you'd like, take a moment to set an intention for practice as well. And once you've set your intention, feel free to hug the knees into the chest, start to move and reawaken the body. Once the knees are into the chest, rocking side to side gently if you'd like. And then we'll do a little core activation here. So bring the legs to tabletop 90 degrees. Press the palms into the hands, press the palms into the knees right back into the palms. You're not going to move, but that resistance will start to feel some heat in the belly. Flex the toes back towards the face so your legs are active. Keep the head on the ground and your low back completely flat. And go ahead and release that. Bring the feet back down, arms by the sides. As you inhale, slowly curl your tailbone towards you. Start to lift the hips for bridge pose. As you exhale, one vertebra at a time, roll back down. Feel your tailbone totally uncurl, a little arch in the low back, and then inhale. Curl the tailbone towards you, start to lift the hips up towards the sky. Exhale slowly, roll back down, one vertebra at a time. We'll do this just one more round, linking breath and movement. So inhale, lifts the hips, any amount, doesn't have to be full extension. As you exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. And then one more time, bring the knees back to tabletop position. Press the palms into the knees, press the knees into the palms. If you'd like a little more of a challenge, I'll invite you to, on the exhale, lift the head and gaze down towards the navel. You might, if you're pressing hard enough, start to feel some shake in the belly. That's all right. 3 breaths here. Again, option to lift the head, but do keep your low back flat. And then exhale, release that. Hug knees to chest, release. And then taking a couple of rocks up to seated. You can definitely roll off onto your side if rocking and rolling doesn't feel great. And then coming all the way forward into a child's pose. So knees, however comfortable you're with, apart. You could have your knees together, that's fine too. Fold the upper body over the legs, reach the arms out in front of you. Try to have your hands shoulders distance here. Forehead on the mat, maybe your hips are towards the heels. And then inhale, start to walk the hands over to the right. Again, keep your hands shoulders distance apart. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And then as you exhale, other side. Walking the hands to the left, still keeping the hands shoulders distance apart. And stretching the right side of the body. And then as you're ready, inhale back to center. And as you exhale, we're going to gaze forward, come through to snake and lie on the belly. Flat on the belly, untuck the toes. Keep the elbows bent, hands right under the shoulders. Forehead rests on the mat. On an inhale, bring the chest, lift the head for a low cobra. Legs will stay on the ground. Light pressure in the hands. Exhale, lower down. And then again, another inhale for either a low or a high cobra. High cobra, keep the elbows bent, legs are still on the ground. Exhale to lower down. And then you'll tuck the toes here on an exhale, press into the hands, and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. Once you're in downward dog, whatever movements you'd like to make, feel free to make them here. Bend the knees, sway the hips side to side, maybe nod the head yes and no, just whatever feels nice, whatever the body needs today. If your legs, or if the hamstrings are tight, feel free to keep a bend in the knees here. Spread the weight evenly through your hands. Press into the palms, lift away with the forearms. Make sure your back's nice and long. On an inhale, rise up to your toes. And then bend the knees, gaze forward. Go ahead and walk the feet behind the wrists, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. And then inhale, take a halfway lift, fingers on the shins or stay on the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop the hips a little bit, bend the knees deeply, let your arms hang, and slowly rise up to standing. No rush to get to standing here, really uncurling one vertebra at a time. Once you're there, roll the shoulders back, stand tall. Come back to your breath. And then as you inhale, reach the arms out and up. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs. Still welcome to bend the knees. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, bend the knees, step back, plank pose. We'll just pause here for 3 breaths, getting the core warm. Always welcome to drop one or both of your knees here. Of course, if the knees are lifted, your legs are really active. Spread through the hands. Keep reaching back with the heels, forward with the crown of the head. And you're breathing, soft face and jaw. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Knees could be up or down. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice. Low cobra, high cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. A couple of breaths here as you come back to a steady inhale and exhale. Next inhale, rise up to your toes. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk the feet up by the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down, sweep the arms, rise to standing. Exhale, bring hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, step back to plank pose, and we'll do some plank marches here. So you'll first come down onto the right forearm, come onto the left forearm, come up right hand, come up left hand. That's 1. We're doing 6. Come left forearm down, right hand, right hand, right forearm, right hand, left hand. Halfway through, left forearm, left hand, right hand. Right forearm, right hand, left hand, left forearm, right hand, right hand. Sorry, you can always come onto your knees for that as well. Exhale, either take a vinyasa or always the option to instead just go right to downward facing dog. Skip any vinyasas that you'd like to and always modify as you need to. Steady breaths here. Next inhale, rise up to your toes, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or lightly hop the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down, sweep the arms, rise to standing. As you exhale, hands to heart. One more plank variation. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, offer your heart, lengthen the spine. Keep the length in the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, step back, plank pose. If you're going to keep your knees lifted here, widen the feet, and then tap the right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder, right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. One more time. Right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder. Either Chaturanga Dandasana or downward facing dog. Right away, skipping any vinyasas that you'd like. Come back to a steady breath. Always, if you need a child's pose, whenever you feel the need for a rest, please take a rest. Press pause, join whenever you feel ready. Inhale up to the toes, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, press down through the feet, rise all the way to standing. Now just 1 breath per movement, 3 rounds, Sun A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, either walk or if you'd like, hop back to Chaturanga. Inhale into a back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. If you're hopping back to Chaturanga, try to land with bent elbows, landing in Chaturanga. Just one breath there in down dog. Inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, walk or hop the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down, rise to standing, and as you exhale, just right away forward fold for round 2. Inhale, halfway lift, offer your heart, building heat here, getting warm. Exhale, walk or hop, Chaturanga. Inhale, Ardha, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, toes, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or hop. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down through the feet, rise to standing. Again, exhale, just right away, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, offer your heart. Exhale, walk or hop, Chaturanga. Or again, skip any of these vinyasas, always welcome to go right to downward facing dog. One breath once you're in down dog. Exhale, open the mouth, release some heat, some tension in the jaw if you feel tight there. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or hop the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down, rise to standing, and exhale, bring hands to hearts. And then we'll pause just a moment here, and we'll find a chair pose next. Hands to prayer, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the fingers down and up, and then sink the hips into your chair. And then we'll twist, bring hands to prayer, inhale, get long. As you exhale, twist the left elbow across to the right knee. Making sure your knees are still in alignment. If you need, draw the left knee back slightly. You can keep the gaze down, or you could turn the gaze to look over the right shoulder. And then you could keep your hands at prayer, or if you'd like to, open the arms. You're welcome to have a block for the left hand. Inhale, come on through center, stay in your chair. Exhale, other side, right elbow hooks across to the left knee, and then twist in the opposite direction. Press the palms together to broaden your collarbones. Inhale to lengthen your spine, exhale to twist. Again, the option to turn the head and also the option to open the arms. Of course, opening the arms will deepen your twist, so don't feel like you have to if you're just not feeling that today. Even if you usually do and you don't want to today, that's fine. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, rise to standing. And then from Tadasana, go ahead and step your left foot back. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead and inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. We'll do a flow first. Exhale, forward fold. My apologies. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, take a vinyasa or skip it and step the feet back to down dog right away. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. And then as you exhale, right knee to the elbow. And then inhale, reach it back. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Inhale, reach the right leg back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, warrior 1, right foot by the right hand, spin your left heel down. Inhale, reach the arms up. So warrior 1, the hips are square to the front of the mat, not like warrior 2 where the hips are open. Both hip bones are square to the front, reach the arms up, and then exhale, bend the elbows, and then find a bind behind you. You could do ragdoll, you could hook the thumbs, or you could interlace the fingers. You could stay with the back bend, or as you exhale, forward fold for humble warrior. Reach the crown of the head down, keep a bend in that right knee, keep rooted, most importantly, in your left foot. On an inhale, come on back up, release the arms to warrior 1. Exhale, Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Exhale as you lower, strong legs. Inhale, back bend, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. Other side, inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, reach it back, extended, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, last time. Stay with your breath and movement. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg back. Exhale, warrior 1, left foot by the hand. Spin the right heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up. If you feel it's just too much to have your back heel down here, go to a crescent lunge with your back heel lifted instead. On an exhale, you'll bend and cactus the elbows and then find a bind. If you interlaced or hooked the thumbs, take the awkward grip this time. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, stay or fold forward, humble warrior. Hands could also stay at your low back here instead of reaching up and over. Again, crown of the head reaches down, back foot's really rooted here. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, rise back up, release the arms, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, chaturanga as you lower, hug the elbows in. Inhale, back bend, reach back through the big toes. Exhale, downward dog. Steady breath. Always, if you need one, feel free to take a rest, child's pose or drink of water, or you're in down dog, coming back to a steady inhale and exhale. And then inhale, rise to your toes, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or hop the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back through chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale to standing. Now we'll step your left foot back. Get a block maybe handy on the right side of the mat if you'd like to use one for your side angle today. So a nice wide stance, right toes stay facing the front of the mat. Back toes are parallel. We'll find warrior two. Exhale, bend the front knee. And then inhale, straighten if you need, widen your stance. And then once again, exhale, bend the right knee over the middle toe and find warrior two here. So now our hips are open to the left side of the mat rather than like warrior one, where your hips are square to the front of the mat. Reach out through the arms, gaze over your front fingertips, and then inhale, lean back, reverse warrior. Watch that you're not putting too much pressure on your left knee, and the front knee is still open towards the pinky toe side of the foot. And then inhale, lean forward for side angle. If you'd like, you could rest the forearm on your thigh, or I'm using a block today to let my fingers rest on the pinky toe side of my right foot. And then the top arm, left arm, reaches to the front of the mat for that really nice long line of energy from your left hand to your left foot. Inhale back to warrior two, grab your block, and then exhale, straighten the right leg. We're switching sides. So back toes are now, the right toes are your back toes. That's parallel with the back edge of the mat. Left toes face, I guess that would be your back edge of the mat. Left toes face the back, and then inhale, exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, re-straighten, widen the stance if you need, and then exhale, bend and settle into warrior two. Front knee over the ankle, over the middle toe. Gaze over your front fingertips. Inhale, lean back, reverse warrior. Again, not too much pressure on the back knee there. And then inhale, slide forward to side angle. Forearm can come to thigh or fingertips down to the floor or a block. And then gazing up if that's okay for your neck. Maybe see if you could bend your front knee deeper while still maintaining that really strong connection in your back foot. Back leg's working just as hard as the front leg here. And then inhale, come on back to center, bring your block. Point both toes towards the long edge of the mat, and then exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold here. You're welcome to use that block to let the hands rest on. If you're not all the way down, that's fine. If your legs don't want to straighten all the way here, that's also fine. And then inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, right hand either to the ground or, that would be your left hand, reaches to the right leg. And then reach the right arm up. You can keep the right arm extended or spin the thumb away from you and bend the elbow to maybe find a bind for a twist here. Steady breaths, keep your hips level. Keep squeezing outer hips, inner thighs. Your legs are really strong here. Exhale, release the top arm, and then inhale, unwind, Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. And then as you exhale, right hand will come to the left leg now. You can reach the left arm up, or if you want to half bind, spin the left thumb away from you, bend the elbow to maybe find your right hip crease. Again, make sure your hips are staying level here. You're twisting from above the waist. Inhale, release the bind. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. And then exhale, hands to hips, a little core. Inhale, rise to standing. And then exhale, either walk or hop the feet together. And then come on back to the front of the mat for a Surya Namaskar B flow. So Tadasana, hands to prayer. Reconnect with your breath and intention. And then inhale, rebend the knees, chair pose. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, Chaturanga or downward dog. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, bend the knee and stack your right hip open on top of the left, scorpion dog. You can add in any extra movements that you'd like to here. Circle the knee or the ankle. Inhale, level the hips off. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. Spin your left heel down, warrior two. And then cartwheel open the arms. Inhale, lean back, reverse warrior. Back hands rest on the leg. And then inhale, lean forward, side angle. And then a different variation for this time, option to bring the right arm in front of you as you lean back for reverse. And then exhale, option, right hand in front of you as you lean forward. I'm sorry, that's the left arm. Inhale in front of you as you lean back. Exhale, right arm will wrap around in front of you as you lean forward. Inhale, reverse triangle now, straighten the right leg as you reach the arm up. And then exhale, come on forward to triangle pose, shortening the stance if you'd like one. Inhale, lean over your right thigh, get long, and then exhale, right hand comes down, foot floor, shin, or block. Gaze up if that's all right with your neck towards the left hand. And then top hand comes to the waist, look down at the right big toe, walk yourself forward. You can grab a block here for the right hand, and then pick up the left leg for half moon pose. You can keep the gaze down for balance, or if you'd like, start to turn the gaze, look up towards the top hand. But this is an open hip posture, so flex the left toes towards the left side of the mat, and then start to look down. Rebend your right knee, maybe get some hang time, land in warrior two. And then we're going to go to a side plank, but to the opposite side. So the left heel, back heel's got to spin all the way around. Left hand's going to come down, reach the right arm up, side plank towards the right side of the mat, facing the right side of the mat. Bottom knee can always come down for support. And then exhale, bring the right hand down. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. And as you exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips open, scorpion dog. Weights even through the arms. You're welcome to, again, circle the knee or ankle if you'd like to. And then inhale, level hips, exhale, warrior two. Left foot in between the hands, spin the right heel down, cartwheel open the arms. As you're ready, inhale, lean back, traditional warrior with the back hand on the leg. Inhale, forward to side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm overhead. And then option, inhale, lean back, right arm comes in front as you go to reverse warrior. Exhale, lean forward, left arm comes in front as you go to side angle. Inhale, lean back, reverse warrior. Exhale, lean forward, side angle. Inhale, lean back, reverse one more time. Exhale, come forward, side angle, stay in the legs. This is the change. Inhale, lean back, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg. And then come on up, shortening your stance if you'd like one. For triangle pose, lean over the left thigh, inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, foot floor, shin, or block. Look up towards the right hand if that's okay for your neck. And then bring the right hand to the hip, look down at your left big toe. Grab a block for your left hand if you'd like one. Have that right under the shoulder. I should probably bring mine back just a little bit. And then right leg's flex, right leg is lifted, the right toes, are flexed towards the right side of the mat. Look up if that's okay with your balance. And then turn the gaze down, rebend the left knee, maybe get some hang time in the air as you land in warrior two. And then side plank on the right side. Right hand comes down, spin the right heel around, and then reach the left arm up, side plank facing the left side of the mat here. Again, lower the bottom knee for more supports. You can advance this in many ways. However you're feeling today is fine. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Chaturanga if you're there. Inhale, back bend, or as always, just lift the hips for downward facing dog. And we'll just add on to that sequence just one more time. But coming to standing first, inhale up to the toes, exhale, bend the knees, walk or hop the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale to standing. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your heart. Exhale, walk or hop, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, scorpion dog or wild thing. Right foot, left side of the mat. Right arm picks up and reaches up and over. Open through the back here. Inhale, come on back to center. Reverse all of that three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. Spin the left heel down. Warrior two. Just one time here. Inhale, lean back. Left arm comes in front of the belly. Exhale, lean forward. Right arm comes in front of the belly. Inhale, reverse triangle. Just doing that one time this time. Reverse triangle, and then coming up, shortening the stance. Inhale, lean over the right thigh, triangle pose. And then exhale, left hand to the waist. Look down at the right big toe. First, taking a bind, if you want to, spin the left thumb away from you, bend the elbow, and then finding a bound half warrior. You can stay with a bound half warrior. Half moon pose, bound half moon pose, or you could take Chaprasana variation. With the left hand, you might find the top of your left foot. Once you have it, kick it open, find an arch in the back, and keep breathing, most importantly. And then if you have the leg variation without slingshotting, exhale, gently release. Look down, rebend the right leg, land in warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, side plank again. Left hand comes down. Spin the left foot around so that you're open towards the right side of the mat. Right arm up, left arm down. You can stay. We will add in a Koundinyasana, so back to plank pose. Lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee to elbow. Lean forward. Use your elbows like a shelf. Right foot in front, left foot back, and then maybe swing that right leg around for a vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tough stuff, not easy. If you haven't tried that transition before, press pause, rewind, try it again. Or just skip it and move on. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips open for scorpion dog, or go to wild thing. Left foot, right side of the mat, left arm reaches up and over. Nice opening for the front of the body as well. Inhale, come on back, reverse all of that. Three-legged dog, left foot's lifted. Exhale, left foot in between the hands, spin the right heel down. Warrior two on the other side. Inhale just one time, lean back, reverse warrior, right arm in front of the belly, left arm overhead. Exhale, left arm in front of the belly, lean forward, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the left leg as you lean back. Exhale, back to triangle pose, shorten the stance if you'd like. Inhale, lean over your left thigh for triangle pose, and then exhale, left hand comes down, foot floor, shin, or block. With the right arm extended, spin the top thumb away from you, bend the right elbow, maybe hook it around, find your left hip crease for a bind. If it's tough to transition with the bind, you can lose it and just keep the right arm extended. And then look forward, bend the knee, lift up the right leg for half moon pose. Maybe Chaprasana variation. Finding the top of the right foot with the hand, finding the arch, maybe lifting the gaze. It's all challenging. Keep breathing and keep focusing on pressing into your standing foot. Without slingshotting, exhale, release the right leg if you had the bind. Land back in warrior two, maybe graceful, maybe not, and then we'll exhale. Find side plank to the right, right hand down, left foot steps back, reach the left arm up. And then come to plank pose, left hand down. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Koundinyasana, lean forward, extend the left leg, maybe lift up the right, and then jump or hop chaturanga, or just skip the vinyasa entirely and lift your hips for downward dog. Back to a steady breath here. And then inhale, rise to your toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, exhale, walk or hop the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana, and exhale, rise to standing. So we'll practice headstands next. If you're still at the point where you're using a wall, then now's a good time to push pause, move the mat to a wall, and then once you're set up, come on back to Tadasana. We won't be practicing headstands at the wall today, so if you need a wall, then you'll need to move there. Otherwise, you can just be in Tadasana breathing. We'll take a vinyasa to get down onto the mat. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come on down onto the knees and onto your elbows. You'll know that your elbows are shoulders distance apart if whenever your forearms are parallel, you'll rebend the elbows and you can kind of grasp the other bicep with the opposite hand. And then from there, you'll interlace the fingers, tuck the bottom pinky under so you have a flat surface, and then come on down to the crown of the head. And then once your arms are set up, you'll lift the knees, start to walk the feet towards you so you shift the hips over the shoulders, and then lifting the legs here. Only about 20% of the weight is in the head. 80% of the weight is on the forearms. You're pressing the forearms down as you lift your head away. Active through the legs, point up through your toes, or a point if you will. Flex the feet, point the toes. Belly in, steady breathing. If you've already come down by now, just hang out in a child's pose rather than lifting up right away. Now we're starting to lower the legs down. Be in a child's pose, no need to come out of an inversion and lift up right away. While we're resting before round 2, contraindications are reasons that you should not go upside down. If you're pregnant, if you have glaucoma, high blood pressure are all reasons. Any spine, upper neck, upper spinal injuries or other reasons, perhaps to invert another way that's not on the head. Legs up the wall pose is a great inversion if you can't go upside down, and it's just as fine. It's okay if you don't have to be doing headstands to be a good yogi. So whenever you're ready, we'll do round 2 again, onto the knees, onto the elbows. Interlace the fingers, tuck the bottom pinky under. Cup the head with the hands. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. A little less challenging, rather than lifting your legs at the same time, bring one knee into the chest and then start to lift from there. Or curl both knees into the chest and start to lift. Ideally, the legs are right over the shoulders here. You're not leaning forward. You'll kind of feel that sweet spot when you're nice and balanced. You won't have to hold, won't feel as heavy or as difficult to keep the legs lifted. Steady breathing, that's most important. Don't hold your breath while you're in any pose, certainly not inversion. So whenever you're ready, come on down again. Child's pose, in between, always, always. I like to rock gently side to side as I roll my forehead on the mat after any inversion. Feels nice. Bringing the arms down by the sides. And then from here, we're going to snake forward. Once again, come through to lie on your belly. I'm sorry, first we'll take a vinyasa. I guess I was feeling the vinyasas today. Either exhale, lower halfway, or all the way. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you're already on your belly, just stay there. No need to do the extra vinyasa if you ask me. Inhale, ripple the spine forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Knees up or down as you lower. Untuck the toes. Bring the arms down by the sides, forehead on the mat. We'll bind here. Hook the fingers or interlace. Hook the thumbs or interlace the fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the legs for locust variation. You can always use a strap to help bind the arms as well. Reach the crown of the head forward, reach back with the big toes. Lift the belly as you press your pubic bone down. On an exhale, slowly lower, release the hands, turn the head, let one ear rest on the mat. And then inhale, head back to center. Option to bend the knees, reach for the outer edges of the feet or the outer ankles. Inhale, start to kick into the hands into the feet, and lift for upward facing bow pose. Again, press the pubic bone down, lift your belly away. Inhale, try to get taller. Exhale, keep that lift, and then next exhale, release down, keeping the knees bent, windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And then legs long, forehead back to center, bend the elbows, press into the hands, child's pose for just a couple of nice long breaths. Again, come back to your intention, steady out your breathing, and then as you're ready, you can stay longer if you'd like. If you're ready to move on, come on down onto the seats, swing the legs around, and then extend the right leg out for Salamba Sirsasana. Left knee bends, foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. Inhale, sit tall, reach the arms up. As you exhale, hinge forward from the hips, fold forward any amount. Again, you can always use a strap in forward folds as well. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Inhale, try to get longer. Exhale, maybe fold deeper, but no need to force. Soft face and jaw. One more round of breath here. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, bring the left knee to point up, and then cross the left foot over the right leg. Bend the right leg so that the knee is on the outside of your left glute for Ardha Chandrasana. Left arm comes behind. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And then exhale, twist the right elbow across your left knee. Left arm behind you can be used for support. Make sure you're sitting tall. There's no rounding in the spine. Again, inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, maybe twist more. This variation with the legs, you get also an outer hip stretch in your left leg as well. And maybe gazing behind you any amount at all. Inhale, head to center. Exhale, unwind your twist. And we'll do the other side. So left leg long, Salamba Sirsasana first, right knee bend, sole of the foot to the inside of your left inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up, sit tall. Exhale, forward fold any amounts. Again, you can use a strap here. Your left leg might not even be straight all of the way. If that's not where you're at, that's not where you're at, and that's okay. One day. From here, again, inhale, try to get longer. Exhale, maybe try to soften into the pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, lift the head. Exhale, come out of that fold. And then, again, Ardha Chandrasana. So right foot crosses over the left leg. Bend the left leg so the heel comes to the outside of the right glute. This time, right arm comes behind. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And then exhale, maybe you'll cross the left elbow over the right knee. Again, right arm behind you. Use that for support. Sit tall. Try again, no rounding in the spine here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, head to center. Exhale, unwind. And then uncross the legs. We're going down onto the back for the last time. Bend the knees and slowly lower one vertebra at a time down. And then we'll find a happy baby. Pick the feet up, bend the knees into your armpits, reach the arms up. Maybe you're grabbing on the hamstrings, that's fine, or the arms might reach to the insides or the outsides of your feet. From here, you're welcome to rock gently side to side. And then I was feeling today, I wrapped my peace fingers around the big toes and extended the legs. You're welcome to do that. You could straighten one leg at a time. You could rock with straight legs side to side. There's personal freedom in this pose. You can be doing whatever feels good for your body in this moment. And then whenever you're satisfied, releasing into final resting pose, Shavasana. I'm going to extend the legs long, arms down by the sides. Just because I take Shavasana on my back doesn't mean that you also have to. If this isn't comfortable for you, then you can take Shavasana even in a seated position or a different position on your back. Just know that you have choices there. Eyes opened or closed, and then go ahead and release your breath control and go right back to observing the natural flow of breath in the body. Our quote today comes from Seneca. Not how long, but how well you have lived is the main thing. Again, Angel, I hope you enjoyed the practice. I hope you got into headstand. If not, next time. And again, Leslie Fightmaster, my virtual teacher, never met her in person, but she had a big influence on my practice, getting me on my mat almost every day for free, most importantly. So always in our hearts and thoughts here. Enjoy a couple more quiet moments here in corpse pose. Whenever you're ready, begin to deepen the breath, make some movements, wiggle the fingers and toes, circle wrists and ankles. Take your time, bend the knees, roll off onto your side. Of course, you can stay longer if you need to. Just push the pause button if you're at home. But if you're ready to, when you're in the fetal position, slowly rise to a seated position, and we'll close class together here. Join the hands in front of the heart in prayer pose and honor your intention one last time. Join me by bringing the hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communications, and we'll send out positive energy to all beings everywhere. Thank you for joining me for class today. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste. And I plan to put out a level 1 video that's almost the same practice, but just a little less challenging, so check that out.